Hello again. This video is part of a series to teach you the basic spreadsheet skills. In this video, you will learn how to use basic functions. On this side of the spreadsheet, you will see a list of 5 numbers. In this cell, which is D10, we want to add up all those numbers. In a previous video, showed you how to use equals to start off calculation. Click the first cell, then select add on the keyboard, select the second cell, add again from the keyboard, then the third cell, press add, next cell, and then the last cell, and just press enter. And it will calculate for you. So all those numbers add up to 168. However, there is a quicker way. As you can see, there is a similar list of numbers that we want to add up. And in this case, we would have used the formula just like that. A equals A1, etc., until we get to A7. But this will take plenty of time to do, especially if there was a lot of numbers you needed to add up. So there is a quicker way that we use called a function. This is an example of a function we need to add up. It starts with equals, as all calculations do. Then comes the function name. And then within brackets, you have what we call a range. So all calculations start with equals. Sum means to add up in this case. Then the colon means 2. So in this case, A1 to A7. The starting point, as we say, A1, and the end point is A7, which means it will add up all the contents of cells A1 all the way to A7. And then every function needs to be included within brackets. So now we have from this formula, we go to this. It makes it much more quicker. These are some examples of other formulas, like sum is the top one, as we just demonstrated. Then the only difference between the top one and the second one is the word sum has been changed to average. So they both have the same syntax, means the same order the calculation is done in. Then the third one, again, min has been replaced from average. And the last one, max, is replaced min. But all the ranges are the same. You just change the range to the numbers you want to add up or add up or average, minimum or max in this instance. So to demonstrate the sum function in our spreadsheet that we start off with, in cell B7, press the equals or type the word sum. It doesn't have to be capitals. Open brackets. In this instance, I click and hold down in the top cell and drag down to my bottom cell. Then close the brackets and press enter. So it's so much quicker. So if I click in the cell again, you can see the formula in the formula bar up here. Equals sum, open brackets, colon to B6. If I double click it, you can actually see it, and it's coloured around all the cells it's added up. Now in this one, for average, we do the same thing. So equals, this time we're going to type the word average, open brackets, click the first cell, hold, drag down to the last cell, close brackets, and then press enter. And now it's given us the average. For min, it's the same thing, equals, min, instead of average, open brackets, click the top cell, down to the bottom cell, close the brackets, press enter. Then max, same thing, equals, max, open bracket, click the top cell, drag down to the bottom cell, close the bracket, and then press return. Just to recap, this is how you add up all the cells in the range. In this case, our range is B2 to B6, because this one is B2, and this one is B6. And the colon in between just means 2. In the average, it's the same thing. Average cells B2 to B6, which is the exact same range as the sum function. Min, again the same, which finds the smallest number in that range, which if we look at it should be 12. There's our answer, 12. And the highest number in this range is 56. So again, the formula, same thing, max B2 to B6, and it finds the highest number in the range. You now may ask, if we have the sum function, why do we need it to do the long way, like equals A1 plus A2 plus A3, etc.? Well, if you look on this side of the spreadsheet, we have some random numbers. Of course, on a spreadsheet, you probably wouldn't put them in this sort of randomization, but there may be cells you need to add that are in different places over the spreadsheet. In other words, not adjacent like these are. So in this instance, we want to put the total here. So we use equals. In this case, we would have to go the long way round. So that cell plus on the keyboard, 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 then that cell, and press enter. As you see, they are the exact same numbers as they were on this side, so we've checked that both formulas give the same value. There are over 300 formulas, or functions I should say, in spreadsheets similar to these ones here. Some are the exact same syntax as this, for instance mode, but others are a little bit more complicated. Please subscribe to the channel to get some more spreadsheet tips and ICT and computer science in the future, and hit the bell icon so you know when I've uploaded one. Just to recap, those formulas we used, or functions I should say, in this spreadsheet, there is the syntax for the sum, there is the average, there is the min, and there is the max, along with a description of what each one does.